Well, hello and welcome to Monument Cycling's highlights of the Open Rapha Lincoln GP. 150 riders left the shadows of Lincoln's cathedral to tackle the second round of the National Road Race Series. As soon as the neutral flag dropped, the attacks would begin. Lots of big teams here today, defending champion St Piran looking to match or better their 1-2-3 of last year. Shortly into the first lap, then, the first breakaway of the day featured 11 riders. Project One, Foreign CT and Tap Callis all represented. Wheelbase Captec Castelli sticking through in the break, taking it hot round one of the corners as a well-timed bunny hop saved one of their riders from disaster. Third time up Michaelgate, it was James Hartley of Cycling Sheffield who had attacked the breakaway to gain a gap over the top of the steep rise. The breakaway would continue to work together and Hartley was pulled back for the peloton in turn swept everybody up and it was all back together once more. The next group to go clear was led by William Truelove of Thrive SRCT and William Roberts of St Piran, who were joined to make a group of 7. David Hurd and again James Hartley, both of Cycling Sheffield. John Archibald of Hoob Watchshop would join, but it was the lime green of Tom Martin's Wheelbase Captec Castelli that would push the pace on. Coming into the next climb of Michaelgate, it was now John Archibald who had put the pressure on, an exceptional rider with a hugely respected track and time trial career, including World Cup gold in the team pursuit and several national individual and team pursuit titles. Archibald would successfully drop his breakaway companions. But talking of the team pursuit, he would shortly be joined by the only breakaway rider who could match his pace. In the blue and the white of Spirit TBW Stuart Hall Cycling, it was his teammate from the winning 2020 National Team Pursuit squad, William Perrott, in a homage to fellow pursuit rider Kate Richardson's victory in the women's race earlier in the day. Perrott also with a stacked trophy cupboard of national titles on the track, including National Derny Champ in 2021, National Madison Champ in 2022 and National Points Race Champion for 2023 and 2024. Despite the power of the two riders out front, Perrott moved backwards, and shortly after, Archibald would be caught by a strong and strung-out chasing group behind. The peloton now fracturing with the speed of the race through the Lincolnshire countryside. Next to power on the pace at the front would be Thomas Portsmouth in the yellow and the red of Bingold WB. The 22-year-old, coming from a string of races in Europe, maintained a gap over the chasing bunch and onto the next climb of Michaelgate, but it was here that he was overtaken by a huge attack from PB Performance Esquire's road race winner, Archie Peet, in the white, yellow and black of Reflex Racing. Peet again would pull out a gap on the chasers over the top of Lincoln Town Centre, but would shortly be reeled in by a small chasing group. Next to attack out the front would be George Kimber of Spirit TBW Stuart Hall Cycling alongside Adam Lewis of Team Skyline. These two would be joined by 3 riders, including Alex Richardson, last year's winner. Behind them, a chase group of 4 riders led by private member Matthew Holmes, Matt Bostock of the Ribble Collective, and again Tom Martin and James Hartley of Wheelbase Captec Castelli and Cycling Sheffield, respectively. But it was the 5 out front who would continue on to the next climb, coming into the final lap. The penultimate climb of the day then, and defending champion Alex Richardson in the black kit of St Piran launched a scathing attack off the front to drop his breakaway companions. As 3 went backwards, Adam Lewis of Team Skyline struggled to try and stay in touch. Round the final corner then, into the last lap, and absolute chaos as Adam Richardson crosses the line, arms in the air, thinking it's the last lap. To the yells of spectators, and having now been caught by Adam Lewis, the 2-time and defending champion after having burnt his matches on the second to last climb of the day, now had to come to terms with the fact that there was still an entire lap to go. And the duo would have to 2-up time trial the final 13 kilometres of the day, with the remaining breakaway chasing hard not too far behind. And ultimately, it wasn't going to be for Richardson and Lewis out front, as in another display of sheer power, the 3 chasers had been joined by Giro d'Italia rider and Tour Down Under stage winner Matthew Holmes, who had bridged solo to the 3 remaining breakaway riders. That left us with 6 out front. And coming into Lincoln for the final time, it was George Kimber of Spirit TBW Stuart Hall Cycling who'd light the burners, gaining a small gap on his 5 breakaway companions. But it would be Holmes in the black private members kit and blue bike who'd pick up the pace at the front of the group from defending champion Alex Richardson. Adam Lewis attacking from his wheel to try and find Holmes as he moves to the left. David Hurd finding smooth pavement on the right as Matthew King moves past Hurd again on the left. Richardson trying to get to Kimber's wheel as Holmes blasts past Kimber into first place on the shorter left-hand side of the road. It was a bold move by Kimber, but not enough today as Adam Lewis fights now in second wheel to bring back Holmes. Everyone trying to make the most of the few inches of smooth pavement at the side of the narrow road. Matthew King out the saddle with another acceleration, but it looks like he'll be fighting for third. Matthew Holmes at the front then, still with an incredible ride out of retirement. Adam Lewis on his wheel. Will he manage managed to make it round that final corner, and it is Matthew Holmes with an incredible victory today in Lincoln. He punches the air as Adam Lewis of Team Skyline comes round to take second place. An excellent ride from ex-Speed United Continentals. Matthew King takes third place. George Kimber of Spirit TBW Stuart Hall Cycling would take fourth. Alex Richardson, defending champion, would take fifth. And Cycling Sheffield's David Hurd with a brilliant ride would take sixth place. Well, that was everything at the Rapha Lincoln GP today. This has been Monument Cycling. Thanks ever so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
You can now watch the best of British bike racing and more on Monument Cycling TV. Get 24/7 access to live coverage with analysis, extended highlights and exclusive content, all available for the price of a coffee a month. We have a chance to help create a sustainable British pro cycling scene where fans can enjoy the coverage that pro cycling in the UK deserves. This is passionate cycling coverage built by real fans of pro cycling for fans of pro cycling, and we want you to be a part of it. So to watch all the action, head on over to tv.monumentcycling.com now.